It's time for another garden update. I'm just going to do a quick walk by so you can see everything. We've been getting quite a few tomatoes, of course peppers too. I'll give you a closer look at some of the peppers here in a minute. We've had something getting into the corn, probably raccoon. I've been finding a few ears on the ground, partially eaten. There's a couple of purple rain tomatoes. I think you can see a couple of tomatoes there. I got quite a few rosella purples the other day. And we've still got more to pick. That's rosella purple. That's a rosella purple. And we have one more out in the garden. I'm also starting to pick some of these Shimo furry tomatoes. It's got lots more on there though. And lots more blooms. Even got tomatoes setting in the heat. Here's my tomato cross. We've got 2 plants. As you can see, it's been setting in the heat when some of the others haven't been. I have one limb that's kind of laying down here that I need to tie up. We've picked, I don't know, maybe half a dozen so far, maybe a little more than that. And we still have probably a couple of dozen on each plant. We're still getting some long beans. Some of those are just about right. I need to get them picked today. I can smell the basil over here. That's always a nice little treat when you come out in the garden. I've been picking some okra, but it doesn't take long to get behind. I've got a couple that are too long there. There's a couple more that are too long. You really almost need to pick them every day. We still have a few beans left on the Monte Gusto pole beans, but the vines are looking pretty rough, so I'm going to be pulling those out soon, I think. One more picking probably. The melons down towards the bottom of the trellis are starting to set on. This one is that leaf that stay out of the way. Probably a little over softball size. This row of peppers is setting fruit pretty well from one end to the other. And looks like we got some that are ready to pick right now. This is a Kansas Chaos. Got quite a few peppers on it. There's some candy stick peppers that are on the plant. Let me show you some that I just picked not long ago. Here's 3 of them that aren't fully ripe yet. I wanted to show you these so you could kind of get an idea of what they look, the peppers look like, the variegation. When they get fully ripe, they're kind of this red color. But as they turn, they're several shades of orange/brown. They start out green with white stripes, which is the variegation. And then as they start to ripen, it turns kind of a burnt orange color with some light orange striping. And then as they ripen, they'll turn to that fully red. This one's got some pretty dark color in it. So does that one. I think you can kind of get an idea of what they look like. This one is called Midwest Highlight. This one is Midwest Onyx Tears. And Midwest Midnight Eclipse back there. And Midwest Midnight Eclipse 2.0. This one is Midwest Fiesta Purple. I really like the purple leaves up towards the top of this one. This one is an unnamed F2 hybrid. And we have Midwest Pandemonium, an unnamed hybrid next. Looks like it needs some water. Then this one over here is called Purple Squat. It's pretty cool to look at, I think. This one I've been calling Black Cherry. I may come up with a different name for it, but it's looking pretty good. Got 2 in the same pot. One of them has a little bit different variegation than the other. The potatoes over there are really being eaten alive by grasshoppers. I haven't sprayed them or anything, so they're just having a feast. There's some flowers I put in with the carrots. It looks like the foliage on the carrots been eaten, so I don't know if that's grasshoppers or if we got some black swallowtail caterpillars in there. I took a small mint cutting, put it in that grow bag, and it's just about taking over the grow bag now. And we have some tomatoes over here. That's a dark stripe micro. It's a multiflora. Got a crazy number of blooms on it. This one's pretty late when compared to some of the other ones. It's a variegated version of the Midwest Midnight Orange. This is our second tomato cross that I'm growing. I've got 2 of this plant. That one looks pretty big. I might just pick it and see how big it is. Got lots of tomatoes still. Here's the pom-pom pepper with some ripe peppers on it. Let us know how your garden's doing. And if you're just now finding this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.